everybody can become like me. I believe that. I honestly believe that because I'm just like an average person that went on YouTube, learned how to do some stuff, and just did it. All you have to do is just put in that work, and everything else will fall into place, man. In today's video, I'm gonna start a brand new series. I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, I did a video about financial advice on Instagram, and that is just not a good name for a brand new series. So the new series is gonna be called Not Financial Advice, Pure Speculation and Only Entertainment. No need for a disclaimer. So let's jump right into the screen share and get this going. If you guys have not followed me yet, don't forget to follow me on Bruce Wang on Instagram. There'll be a link in the description. Just go there. What are you waiting for? Just follow me right away. So let's jump right into it. So in this series, I'm just gonna be going over posts that I find interesting on Instagram regarding finances, and I'll just be giving my commentary on them and what I think. And if you guys want me to look at anything, don't forget to tag me in the post and I'll go over that in my videos, hopefully. So let's jump right into the first post here. And this post is about dividends. So if you guys didn't know already, I'm all about dividend investing, and I invest in and all of the companies that I invest in pay a dividend. So that's really important for me. Why do I do this? I invest in dividends because I want passive income, and dividend investing is as passive as you can get. Basically, you buy one of these companies that are well-known, well-established, very mature, like Apple. And Apple pays a dividend, but it's very little compared to some of these other companies that are also blue chip companies. So let's take a look at Apple. If you'd own 343 shares of Apple, that will cost, at the time of this post, which was about 4 days ago, Apple is a lot cheaper now. So if you spent around $67,000, you would have a return of about $1,000 in dividends. So you invest $67,000, you hold it in this company for an entire year, you will receive $1,000 in dividends. You do not trade. I really hate trading. I hate day trading and all those get rich quick penny traders. They talk about the higher the risk. If you're into penny trading, you're into like very high risk, high returns type of scenario. And that's just not where I am right now in life. I'm not trying to spend all my time learning how to penny trade and incur all that risk. I've tried it. I'm not successful at it. And I don't think a lot of other people are successful at it, especially if you're just beginning in the stock market. But if you're a complete noob like me and you want to invest, I think that potentially investing in companies like Apple is less risky than investing in penny stocks. So when it comes to a $1,000 return, I think the cost of Apple is way too high. I'm not even gonna be able to save $67,000 for this year unless I completely stop spending on like going out to eat or something like that and other stuff. But if we look at AT&T, this is a lot easier to invest in my opinion. But I also invest in a lot of AT&T stocks. Right now I have about 25 shares in my Robinhood portfolio. So AT&T, if you'd own 491 shares of AT&T at the time of this post, that would cost you around let's say $16,000. And if you held that for an entire year, you would be paid out $1,000 for only investing $16,000. I think that is a lot better of a return in my opinion. My ultimate goal when it comes to dividend investing is to probably collect around $40,000, $50,000 in dividends per year. And that will take me a few years to get there, but you have to start somewhere, and this is where I'm starting right now. And a lot of these and a lot of videos that I do is just documenting that journey. It's gonna take me a while to get there, but hopefully these videos are entertaining to you. I think a lot of the subscribers on my channel are just following me because they are just getting into investing and they want something a lot safer than penny trading or day trading or swing trading or something like that. And I think dividend stocks are the way to go, especially if you don't have a lot of time to actively trade in the stock market. I don't want anybody on my channel to just copy the exact same stocks that I'm going into, because my risk tolerance is going to be very different from your risk tolerance. So you have to know exactly You have to know what you're willing to risk when it comes to your investment. So to summarize this up, I would invest in all of these companies except for RBC, just because I don't know what RBC is. So this post got me, right? This is the Joe Rogan podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. If you guys don't know who Joe Rogan is, he's basically Oprah for men. And I started listening to his podcast early this year. And I've been binge listening to a lot of his podcasts, like when I'm working out, driving, just doing random stuff around the house. I've been listening to his podcast all the time. And he has a great podcast, and he has probably he has the #1 podcast in the world right now. Being able to see Joe Rogan start here from this picture, you know, this is where I am right now. I'm like, my setup is probably a little bit better than his at that time, but I've also been doing this for a few months, and I can only imagine if I continue to stay consistent doing what I do, working on like my real estate business, working on my like YouTube business, being able to stay consistent and keep putting out good content, then I'll be able to be somewhat successful as well. This is my YouTube channel. I've recently passed the 20,000 subscriber mark here, and I posted over 126 videos publicly, but I've actually posted a lot more that I also have on private. Look at all this growth, man. This is consistent growth. This is me putting out 3 videos per day. The results speak for itself, because in my YouTube analytics, so this is my YouTube analytics here. This is my subscriber growth. It's gone up, you know, over the past 28 days by 2,726 subscribers out there. I don't even know 99% of you guys. And my watch time has gone down a little bit because my posting has been a bit irregular, but you know, you're gonna have your down days, you're gonna have your up days. And look at here, my revenue growth has gone up 17%. I don't know if I can sustain this growth, but I think that if I stay consistent, I should be able to, you know, just keep at least this amount as a baseline. And that's what I love about, business, what I love about like finance, what I like about dividend investing and everything in life in general. As long as you put in the time, stay focused, have goals, you're gonna grow no matter what. If you guys are following my channel, you guys are, you know, into finances, into making money, into becoming a rich and wealthy person. And if you want to become a rich and wealthy person, you have to do the same things that every rich and wealthy person does. So these are the 4 assets that make people rich, and you guys might consider starting your own business, investing in real estate, paper stocks, commodities. I don't do any commodities at all. If you guys want to become a person that is wealthy and rich, you have to do the same exact stuff that a rich and wealthy person would do. That's why I started off with real estate. Yeah, I own my own multifamily. I have a duplex that is rented out. Is completely fixed up, like brand new. Like my tenants are loving it. They pay me on time. Sometimes they don't pay me on time, so I have trouble there too. And I just recently purchased my second duplex. And right now, I just closed on the property. I'm looking for contractors to come fix it up, and I'll be renting it out myself. I'll be collecting rent again. And with that money, I'll be saving it up, reinvesting it, and eventually down the line, I'll become a rich and wealthy person. And that's what it takes. It just takes a little bit of time and consistency. Going back to that old post. And here, what do other rich and wealthy people have? They start their own businesses. And you know, this is what YouTube is for me. It is a business as well, trying to entertain you guys, trying to come out with great content. And everything will mix together here. Paper stocks, bonds, mutual funds. I own all of that as well. You guys are obviously into the Robinhood challenge. If you guys haven't seen that, go check out this card here. I don't invest that much into stocks compared to other people, but you know, I have a decent amount, around $10,000 invested at the moment, and that is a decent amount. This is something completely new to me. Investing in gold, oil, or silver. You know, I have like some jewelry, like I have a nice watch, but I don't consider that a commodity, and I'm just not sure about going into commodities yet. I think I'm just gonna stick with what I know best, which is real estate, and work on businesses and stocks, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. Everybody can become like me. I believe that I honestly believe that because I'm just like an average person that went on YouTube, learned how to do some stuff, and just did it. All you have to do is just put in that work, and everything else will fall into place, man. All right, this is gonna be the last post of the day. If you guys didn't know already, I am a big fan of NBA basketball. And this right here is one of the greatest of all times. This is Shaquille O'Neal. You guys must have heard those stories where these pro basketball players or pro football players, they come into all this money, and then after they retire, they are broke after a few years of living their best life. And this is a common problem in like regular day life. A lot of people, they work and then they just spend all their money, and they don't invest, they don't save, they don't do all of that. But if you learn how to invest and save, anybody can become a lot more wealthy. So this is what Shaq has done, and this is very inspiring. As of today, Shaq is the joint owner of 155 Five Guys burgers restaurants, 17 Auntie Anne pretzel restaurants. I love Auntie Anne's. 150 car washes, 40 24-hour fitness centers, a shopping center, a movie theater, and several Las Vegas nightclubs. In Shaq's own words, it is not about how much money you make. The question is, are you educated enough to keep it? So this is what I've been doing a lot over the past year, half a year. They don't teach you this in school. They don't teach you this like through high school or college, unless you go into maybe finance, but I'm not sure how much they teach you about personal finance. And this is why there's like movements out there. There's movements on Reddit called personal finance. There's a movement called FIRE, which means financially independent, retire early. I'll list a video here. You guys can go check more about that. Free resources of educating yourself. And this is what I believe that I want to do. I want to educate you guys and show you guys firsthand that you can save money and make a lot of money at the same time. I'm obviously nowhere close to owning as much stuff as this guy has, but you have to own something if you guys want to be wealthy. You have to own an asset. That could be real estate, that could be stocks, that could be a business, and this asset has to make you money. If you're gonna work yourself at a 9 to 5, you can do that and still make a lot of money, but you have to create an asset that is gonna be paying you while you sleep. That is the only way to, get free of the rat race. And that's what I've been doing for the last 6 months, very meticulously, very diligently. I'm just trying to create something now to set myself up for the future. If you guys haven't followed me yet, what are you waiting for? Go follow me on Instagram so we can connect. If you want to DM me. I try to get back to every single DM as long as it's not spammy. And if you still want to watch some of my other content about investing, Robinhood investing, M1 Finance investing, go check out my videos here. I'm pointing to them right now. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you 3000. Bye-bye.